Ah!
That's unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
See, I got a honeybee on my mug.
Yeah, I see that. You
Get
also,
it? Unbelievable.
Yeah, you got more than a honeybee on you. What the hell is that thing?
That's Murphy.
That's Murphy.
He's from Texas.
That's a Texas rattlesnake?
Everything is bigger in Texas.
Well, evidently it's pretty big.
Yep, Bob and Becky Coulter,
Mm-hmm.
they adopted him from a Texas roadhouse.
Does he have to be near me?
Well, he's going to hang out for the show.
Oh.
You were asking me,
Yeah.
you were hoping that I would dress normally. So this is as normal as I could do this
That's pretty
time.
normal.
You thought that the snake venom had gone to my brain.
I still say it has.
I think a lot of people have said that. They were like, I think it went to your brain.
Yeah. Including her doctor. But anyways, hi, I'm Javier.
And I'm Melanie.
And she's got issues.
And this is Murphy.
And that's Murphy.
No, you know what it's been? This has been a whole experience because it's about taking something that's difficult and making it funny.
Yep.
And making light of something that can be a very serious topic.
And you are not having an easy time with it. So we'll be talking about that later. Okay. Well,
Hey.
how's your week been?
It's been pretty good. It's been pretty... it's not going by very fast.
It's not. It flew by for me.
Well, I've been working on inventory, so that's kind of... Yeah, we've
I
had
gave her
some-
inventory these past 2 months, and she's doing pretty good with it. She hates it.
I don't hate it. It's just it goes on and on and on because there's a lot of inventory. We're really well stocked.
She's
Yeah.
counting.
Hey, do you know why it's so hard to fool a snake?
Why is it so hard to fool a snake?
Because they don't have any legs you can pull. Yeah, we need sound effects there.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, no,
I'm
we're
assuming you have more.
We are super well stocked, which
Uh-huh.
puts us in a really great position as a company and a small business. So
Yep.
we are entering the fall and winter very good. So going through inventory, I'm like, hey, wow, we got some really good stuff, especially in the boutique. I've been focused this week on boutique inventory and gifts and incoming stuff. So we're going to have a great emergency gift boutique available, and we already have people coming in store. I actually sold several Christmas gifts today. Can you believe that?
Yeah, well, people are being smart. They're buying it today.
Today.
Yeah, they're not waiting.
And they were talking about it. It's not just us talking about it. It's actually in the news and stuff like that. So I literally have started boxing up Christmas gifts. They asked for wrap and everything.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be an awkward year for a lot of people. So if you don't start now, you
think
need
it's
to.
just awkward now? You think this is awkward? Just wait till
this
you
is
see
pretty awkward.
December.
This is pretty awkward. So this is Fishbowl, our weekly get-together with you, where we cover all things sleep. We cover all things shopping for mattresses. We cover things about shopping for furniture. And now we're covering herpetology.
Herpetology?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Herpetology in there doesn't hurt nothing.
Yeah. All right.
Never hurt nobody.
So anyways,
Well,
all right.
I know.
On to our first question.
Maybe that's not how you should put it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think herpetology can hurt a lot of people.
That thing's looking at me.
Do you know what the bartender said when a snake walked into the bar?
What did the bartender say?
Nothing. Because snakes can't walk. Well, pretty much it would have been like, what are you doing?
She ruined it. I hope that the next 10 of them, there's 10 of them. I hope that the next 10 of them are better than that one.
I don't think I lined that out right.
No. You were working hard on these things. This is how she spends her days, people. This is how she spends her days.
Oh, no.
All right. Okay. Ooh, here's a good one. What is the difference between veneer and laminate? By the way, these questions come from you guys, okay?
Yeah, that's a good one.
So what is the difference between veneer and laminate?
The difference is one is actual wood.
Okay.
It's actually from a tree that's applied to in a very thin strip in a very small amount.
Okay.
It could be oak veneer.
Okay.
All right, or a higher quality veneer applied to the actual table itself. And the other is a printout, like with a digital printer to make it look like wood, but it's actually pretty faux, right?
Pretty faux.
Fake.
So let me ask you this. Is veneer or laminate, the one that when you put a wet mug on it, that bubbles up? Which one is it?
That's gonna be the veneer because it's gonna the
be
wood's
the
gonna.
laminate.
Ooh, wow, really?
Because
You would
remember,
think it was
laminate's
plasticky.
nothing but printed paper on fiberboard.
Oh, it's not even a plastic. It's not
No.
even a vinyl print.
No,
It's just.
no. Some of them are super cheap. I mean,
Oh
yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, my desk has several little bubbles on there because when we first opened
Oh,
years
that's
ago,
what that is. Okay.
we bought some really, really, really cheap desks because we were a small company just barely starting out, so we were on a budget, and we're still using those desks. Thank you, Jeff Bezos, for the door ideas. Those are next. Those are still cheap, but we're gonna use doors. Anyway, so veneer.
Oh yeah, and when you put your hot coffee cup on it or a hot pot, it can really bubble it
Yep.
up because it opens up the
Yep.
glue underneath it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Quick question: what do we sell here? And
We
what
sell-
won't I touch?
You will not touch laminates.
Right.
We have veneers
We have veneers. Yep. Why will we not touch laminates?
because they bubble up and they're not very nice.
Because they suck.
I was trying to be filtered.
There is no filter.
Oh boy.
All right. So that was question number 1. So now it's time for my favorite part of the show.
Hey, I have another question. Why should you never use a snake as a boomerang?
Why should you never use a snake as a boomerang? Why?
Because it'll always come back to bite you.
So it's time for Mel's Crazy. Mel's Crazy
Yep.
Hypothetical.
There's an apostrophe.
Oh, I paused for
in
quite a
there.
while. I paused for quite a while, and people understood what I was talking about.
So you're always calling that, and you're always saying it like that. So I'm gonna prove something else.
She's gonna.
I'm gonna shake it up a little bit because I was running out of hypothetical questions, and I really wanted to make it something more interactive
Okay.
and get your brain really thinking. Because I think for Stump the Chump this week, you really need to be prepared and get your brain moving. Okay. So, all right. So name a color or a shade that starts with W.
A color or a shade that starts with W.
I got a couple of them in.
White.
Okay. So what color is salt? Okay, because yeah.
Looking through a microscope, I want to say it's yellow or gold.
Well,
Am I wrong?
okay. Remember this puppy. Okay? You see that, folks? I want you to remember this puppy.
I'm remembering the puppy.
Okay.
Okay, it's committed to memory.
And
I can tell you anything about that picture right now. It's up here.
So my mom has this white puppy. It protects her cows. Its name is Sheila.
Sheila.
All right. What was the color of the puppy that you just saw?
White.
Okay. And what do cows mostly drink?
Water.
Oh. Well, you were supposed to say milk. But what that means is only 5 to 15% of people get this right.
It was a white dog and cows drink water.
Okay. So the lead up of all of those questions, this is actually an intelligence test.
Oh dear, I think I
Okay.
flunked.
So no, actually you
'Cause
got
I'm
it right because you said the color white, you said the color salt, and then you said the color of the puppy. But a lot of times when that happens, people will say milk. What do cows drink the most of? Milk. And you
Why?
said water. Well, that's
Have they
because
ever
only
raised cows?
that's because only 5 to 15% of people get this right. So if you got it right, that means you are highly intelligent and deceptive.
Or I raised cows.
And you don't get carried away.
Or I raised
But did
cows.
you see it says I don't know, that was funny.
Did you say I was deceptive?
That's what the internet said. The internet said that. I don't know. I didn't write that. You can Google it.
You're the one with a rattlesnake freaking
Listen,
looking at
I'm-
me this entire episode so far.
That's funny. So I don't know who wrote that.
Yeah. I raised
right.
cows.
That was kind of my hypothetical question.
Your hypothetical sucked.
Okay, I got another one.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So how do you put it? We're going to get through this.
Another pun?
All right. This is a quick thinking thing. I'm working on intelligence here.
Okay.
Since you passed that one, I had a backup.
Should have back up.
Okay, so how do you put a giraffe in a refrigerator? You got it quick answered. So tell me, how do you put a giraffe in a refrigerator?
I have no clue.
Well, you open the refrigerator, put the giraffe in, and close the door. So how do you put an elephant in the refrigerator?
You open the door?
First, you have to open the door, take the giraffe out, and then put the elephant in the door and close the door. Okay, so the first question was a test to whether or not you can tend to do simple things in an overcomplicated way.
Okay.
Okay.
Where are you getting this?
So the second question was to test your memory. You forgot that there was a giraffe in the refrigerator. Some people are following this. All right, question number 3.
I hope none of you are following this.
Noah has to build another ark. So this time he told us to collect every single animal on Earth, not just 2 of every animal. They need to all board the ark. So which animal didn't make it?
This time,
Okay, so
every animal.
So Noah needs to build another ark today, right?
Okay.
And this time, every animal on the planet has to get into the ark to be saved. Not just 2,
Okay.
not just 2 of each species, but all of them. Which animal doesn't make it?
I don't know.
The elephant, because it's still in the refrigerator. Okay, now there is this river. This is our last hypothetical question. So hypothetically, pretend that there is now a river that we must cross.
Okay.
However, the river is inhabited by crocodiles.
Okay.
How do you cross without being killed by a crocodile?
We use the ark?
Well, we can just walk across the river because all the crocodiles are already on the ark. So, see, the final chance here was that you were to test, this was to test whether or not you learn quickly from your mistakes. I have no idea if any of that made sense, but it made sense when I was sitting there at the computer 2 weeks ago because we haven't had a show for 2 weeks. See, maybe the snake venom did go to my brain.
She's been drinking heavily, and
No, I haven't.
I apologize for that. Hypothetical! On
I'm
Mel's
just
Crazy.
drinking Perrier water.
Okie
I
dokie.
think that was a fail.
With that, we're going to go to a forced break. Why forced? Because I'm forcing it. See you in a little bit.
See ya, bye.
And we're back.
That was hysterical. Hysterical? Get it? Hysterical?
Anyways, this is almost as bad as the pirate episode, except there's no giant pirate.
Yeah, we were standing in front of the TV the other day and you're like, you were looking at episodes in past.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, okay, this episode was a normal episode, you were a little bit normal, and then you got bit by a snake, and nothing has been normal since then.
Nothing has been normal since bitten by a snake. I wonder why.
But no, no, I mean, seriously, we had the space launch, so that made sense. why
Yeah.
I'd be in a spacesuit. Everybody knows it's Talk Like a Pirate Day on that day, so
Nobody
that
knows.
made sense.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, there's a lot of everything. And the banana made total sense because
It was a
everybody
banana.
needs to increase their potassium for better sleep.
Oh, so naturally wearing a
You know-
banana costume just reminds them.
I did have a customer say that episode they couldn't watch because it would give them weird dreams. There was a customer. Oh, it was Kenny's dad. So Kenny's mom and dad. That was our old store manager. His parents came in, and I finally got to meet them. Hello, I know you're watching because they subscribed to our YouTube channel, so they're going to be watching this show. And I was pulling up the shows, and Kenny's dad was like, "Oh gosh, that's you with Javier, and you're dressed as a banana. That would give me weird dreams. I can't watch that."
It truly did happen, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, look for episode 29.
Yeah.
I had nightmares.
Some good episodes.
Of course, I have
before this
nightmares after every one of these episodes because there's something weird every time, and this time I've got a ginormous freaking rattlesnake on yeah.
I think
on
this
set.
was a cool gift. Friends
Oh,
have been
it's-
gifting me some cool stuff. I got some really cool earrings. I
It's
had
an
a friend
amazing gift, yeah.
make a handmade snake necklace out of some clay. It was beautiful. So I've been receiving a lot of snake gifts.
All right, time for question number 2 because that's what Fishbowl's all about, is answering your questions. All right, the next question is, how is shipping affecting your furniture prices?
Oh, gosh.
Okay, let me give you a little bit of background on this. This was during a conversation I was having with the customer in Carlsbad, New Mexico, at our other store. And it was a conversation I was having with him because he had just bought a truck and he just paid over $70,000 for a brand new truck. And he was buying furniture and he was asking me how much our prices went up in furniture. So would you care to elaborate on that one?
Okay, so this whole world pandemic and COVID issue has not left any rock unturned. I think it has affected pretty much everyone's life in various ways, in every industry, in every retail business, across the board.
Yep.
So we have not been saved by any of that. We've had to adapt and be very... it's been a great challenge. We've been super, innovative in how to handle this, and every facet of that is happening. So our prices have gone up incrementally. I think we have price increases on a monthly basis.
Yep.
Every shipment actually has a price increase. I would take it down to every order. Every shipment and every order is a marked price increase.
Mm-hmm.
I would wish I could say it was per quarter or per month, but yeah, it's really been per shipment.
Mm-hmm.
That's because there's just a chain of effect. There's transportation costs, there's fuel costs, labor costs. We've also been hit in our industry with a 7% tariff on furniture and mattresses and stuff. Mm-hmm. And that was actually created to kind of level a playing field.
Which is wonderful if you think about it. It's wonderful.
It is.
Yeah.
It's to protect U.S. manufacturing, really, when it all boils down to it. So.
However, don't we need workers to make U.S. manufacturing work?
Yeah, so it's been right? So you have increased demand for U.S. manufacturing, but we don't have the workforce necessarily, so it's kind of a double whammy.
Yep.
People are shifting careers. Right now, it's a great time to shift your career if you were ever planning on doing that. So, but what's also interesting is so everything is changing. Everything is in a flux, in a transitional period. So prices are increasing as Yeah.
So before 2020, as a company, we had done one price change from opening till 2019. One price change. Okay? So in all honesty, we were eating anytime anything went up because it was going up incrementally. 2%, 3%. You know, it was something we could eat.
So the consumer never saw it.
No, they never needed to see it. We could eat that.
We protected you from that because we could play with our margins more.
Yeah, but now items from 2019 till 2021, and this is something you and I were looking at, have gone up over 37%. Okay? That's the item prices. Over 37% increases from 2019 till now. Then you add shipping. Now, remember this morning I was telling you how much shipping was now? Shipping.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. We just shipped an order. This, you guys are gonna think this is ridiculous. We just shipped $2,600 in, and we paid $537 to get it here.
Yeah.
That's
incredible.
26% of that amount was shipping, or 26% added to that amount was shipping. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. And this isn't like from here to China. No, this is from California to Alamogordo. No, this was Dallas to Alamogordo.
Dallas to Alamogordo.
Dallas to Alamogordo was 26%
and it
shipping.
was not a whole lot of items. It was just, what, 2 or 3?
It was like 4 items. Yeah, 4 or 5 items. Yeah, 4 or 5 items.
4 small items. So what ends up happening is if we want to keep our prices reasonable, then as a company we have to be able to pay for that shipping without charging the customer.
Right. It's hard. It's a balancing act.
It's a balancing act, but we also want to take care of our customers and protect you from some of that, and it's becoming harder and harder. So, I would like to also kind of mention on that that not only is our prices in flux. I mean, on a weekly basis, if you get a quote, I mean, we do 30-day quotes. But that's hard for us. I don't even know if we're going to be able to do that much longer.
Well, we've eaten quite a few.
On our mattresses, we can.
Yeah.
On furniture, it may not even be available in 30 days.
Yeah.
If you see it and it's available and it's in stock, I would purchase it now, that day or that week. And I'm not trying to be a fearmonger because we don't work off of commission.
Right.
But if you see it on stock, it could be gone the following business day. I mean, it could be depleted that much. So purchase it now. And please note that our estimated arrival times are kind of a moving target right now. We may be quoted something by a distributor. We may be quoted something by a shipping company and a carrier and a trucking company. But there's all these pieces that have to move to get your item from their warehouse to our parking lot.
Right now, a lot of grace is necessary, and we appreciate all of you who've given us that grace. Yes,
we have. And thank you for understanding and being flexible with that. Some of our products can come in just a few weeks, but some of them do take several months. We recently had a customer that waited 10 months for an item, and we finally sat down. I couldn't. They were being so patient.
They wanted what they wanted, but we couldn't stand it anymore because to us, we felt it leaves a hole in us to have somebody waiting that long.
So we sat down with them and we looked at other options that we could get to them quickly and really come up with a game plan there.
I think you did great on that, by the way.
Oh, they were great folks. You know, it depends on the customers. I'm always thankful for the customers that are understanding, that exude kindness. And right now in these really difficult times, I'm really, really proud to say that I've met several incredible people in the last couple months that, you know, they catch themselves and they are like, you know what, I just need to understand and practice kindness and patience right now. A lot of our customers have been doing that, and it's a quality in us that I think we're having to learn through all of this.
Patience.
And sometimes we're like, stop praying for patience, everybody.
No
But
joke.
I think some people are really starting to learn that. So thank you, everyone, and know that we're truly at the mercy of shipping companies. It's not us as a company. We're a small drop in a big ocean right now.
So the question was, how is shipping affecting your furniture prices? It is. They're going up. Okay. But hopefully it's all short term. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, bye now.
Yep. All right. So it is time for your pick of the week. And I'm pretty excited about this pick of the week because we haven't done this before.
Oh, I love this pick of the week. It's very seasonal. We are highlighting this month our woven line by Maloof. And we've got some really great items in stock. They are limited in stock just because, well, it's the world we live in.
Buy it now. I was hoping she was going for that because I knew where she was going, but she didn't say it.
If you want to be warm this winter time, come to our store now. This is a call to action, and we would like you to come by because I have a limited quantity. We have down comforters. We do have a few king and queen, oversized. We also have some alternative down comforters, and we've got a few chambrays and pillow sets.
So this is real down.
Some of them are real down.
Yeah.
I do
you know how I
have
know?
a few.
Because Gretchen stole one from the store, and I have one at the house, and it's real down.
Is it really warm?
It's amazing.
I bet.
Yeah.
She's got good taste.
Come. Okay, so we go to sleep at 9:30. Come 10 o'clock, the blankets are off because it's that warm. But they are really nice. It's really comfy.
She really likes her winter and her fall. She starts a month. She starts in August.
We had fall up. We had fall decor up in July. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So we do have real down. We also have down pillows to go with it.
Yep.
So if you want down pillows, a down comforter, come in quick. We've got alternative downs. We do have a couple sets of flannel sheets by Woven by Maloof. These products are out of stock and back ordered online, but we happen to have a few. Now, if you'd like to purchase them and you're not in Alamogordo and you're outside of Carlsbad, you can purchase those online on our website.
Can I tell you something about the flannel sheets?
And we'll ship them to you.
Yeah, can I tell you?
We can ship them to New Jersey.
I need to tell you about something
What's
about
up?
the flannel sheets.
Yeah.
Miss Mary Tuco out of Tucson, Arizona, is our biggest flannel sheet customer. Mary Tuco, thank you very much.
Tucson, does it even get cold in Tucson? What's going on
I kid
there?
you not. She's ordered 3 sets of flannel sheets. She's had the Pacific, she's had the Driftwood, and the latest one was, I believe, the dark brown one.
Oh,
she's like, she loves our flannel sheets. I guess all I do is email her and I thank her for her orders. But
the truth is, in a desert environment, you have highs and lows. So it's a high, it may stay warm during the day, but it gets cold in the desert because
it's flannel sheets in Tucson.
Yeah, it gets cold in the desert.
Thank you, Miss Tuco. We appreciate
awesome.
you very much. But yeah, okay,
so
continue. Sorry.
So we've got this great, we're ramped up for cold weather. We are predicted to have a continuation in precipitation and kind of a trend that we saw over the summer in our region, which was unseasonably warm. He's gonna bite you.
Keep going. Sorry.
Unseasonably warm. No, we had an unseasonably wet winter. No, summer.
It was summer.
He's messing with my snake over here. And so I would consider that we're going to have an increase in precipitation. It's going to continue on. It's going to be cold. It's going to be wet. So be prepared for this winter. We don't typically have that. I think we've been in a drought for many, many years now. So.
Yep. But I think it's a great pick of the week, and I thank you for bringing that up because, if you're looking for really good quality comforters and quality duvet covers and everything like that, we've got them. We've got them now, but don't wait because we don't know how the season's going to go. In fact, I can already tell you our season's going to be pretty bad because we might sell out. So, with that, we're going to take another break. This one's not forced because she hasn't done any awful puns for a couple of minutes, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Have a great one. I think it's pretty lame. You're the one that started this whole Stump the Chump idea, which started out with nasty jelly beans, and then it went into nasty candies like warheads, and then you ate all the warheads, and then now we have nothing, and you haven't even had the time to go get more stuff. You have had no foresight in this game.
We're
How
back.
can we play this game with nothing?
We're playing Stump the Chump, and what she's whining about is the fact that I forgot to buy the...
There's nothing. There's
I forgot to buy the gross stuff. So next week I will buy broccoli for me to
Ooh,
eat.
no.
That's gross. I'll buy broccoli for me to eat.
I
during
think
Stump the Chump.
each one of us should bring something that the other one has to eat.
Except
and it's
for
a
mayonnaise.
mystery.
Except for mayonnaise.
And we put it in a box, and
Except-
nobody... Okay, we can...
I'm telling you right now, except for mayonnaise.
I will not put mayonnaise in the mystery box
Okay.
if you stop eating that chicken that smells like catfish in the office. Is it a deal?
Deal.
Okay, we're going to have a mystery box. So next Friday, we're going to have 2 different mystery boxes. And inside that mystery box is going to be an unknown thing, not mayo or catfish.
Or
Chicken.
catfish chicken.
And the other person has to eat it without knowing what it is. Do we include a blindfold?
That's not happening.
I think it's a fabulous
I
idea.
do
So
not
tune in
trust
next
her at
Friday.
all.
We're gonna have mystery boxes with weird stuff inside.
All right. Anyways. All right. So
And if
it's
you don't
Stump the
answer the
Chump.
question, you have to go into the mystery box.
It's Stump the Chump. It's our least favorite part of the show.
Yeah,
When we
that's
have
a
something
great
gross, we
idea.
don't have
That's
anything gross.
genius.
Okay.
That was a
Ladies
genius
first.
idea. You know, that
We're
just
not doing
came
it.
that just came off the top of my brain. I just made that up.
Yeah. I wonder why. Okay. Go ahead. It's your turn.
What are we doing?
Stump the Chump.
Oh. I got carried away there.
You think?
I'm having a hard time thinking about what's coming up. I'm kind of just in the now.
It's the snake venom.
Yeah, I don't really worry about the future, and I don't worry about the past. I'm just here. Okay. Oh, I've already used that one. There's so many cards. Okay.
For
Okay.
those of you that don't know, yes, she got bitten by a snake.
Yeah, everybody in the world knows. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so what do... Hey, you can't be looking at that. What do rental companies and sleep have in common? You said it just had to be a question about sleep. What do rental car companies and sleep have in common? I think I'm stumping him.
I don't know. What do rental cars... Is this a joke or is this a
No,
real
this
question?
is real. You can Google
Oh,
this.
okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's a top sleep fact. It's one of the top 70 weird sleep facts. Okay, Okay, so the answer to that is that some car rental companies will actually have you sign a contract where you agree not to drive the rental car on less than 6 hours of sleep.
Wow, that's very responsible. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
I thought
that's
that-
awesome.
I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah.
All right.
So
I
you're
would eat a
held
piece
liable-
of broccoli at this point.
You're held liable then.
I don't like broccoli, by the way.
You're held liable then if you cause an accident
Wow.
when you're sleep deprived. All right,
Wow.
go for it.
Okay. Why do older people sleep less?
Because their bodies produce less melatonin and more cortisol.
You were looking over my shoulder when I was
No, I
doing this.
wasn't. I'm a biologist. I just know these things because I'm a
She was
genius.
looking. Her desk is set up so that way she can see my monitor at all times. now.
It makes sense. Babies make a lot of melatonin, so they sleep a lot, and they don't have a lot of stress in their lives, so their cortisol levels
So the answer
are
is
low.
changes in production of hormones such as melatonin and cortisol. They play a major role in sleep for older adults.
Yeah, that's why I'm a sleep expert, certified.
All right, my turn.
Okay, go. Oh. I thought it was...
Next week, I'll make sure she has caffeine before the show.
I had a bunch of caffeine. Gretchen hooked me up with some yerba mate that was hidden behind her chair
That
in her
explains it.
desk. Yeah, I drank half of a can of yerba mate.
Alrighty. Yerba mate, for those that don't know, is twice as strong as coffee. Comes from Argentina. And it's pretty good.
It's a great natural caffeine. I drank it about maybe 2 or 3, so I'm hoping I can sleep tonight. But it's a good alternative to coffee, and it's a great alternative to
Sleep.
those those drinks that are in metal cans.
Oh, the Red Bulls and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a better alternative to that. It's more natural. Okay, so stop looking at my cards. What are 3 significant world disasters that were caused by sleep deprivation? I'm going to say that again. Name 3 significant world disasters that were caused by sleep deprivation.
I have to compliment you on this question. This is excellent.
I've had 2 weeks to prepare. Actually, I pulled that one out of the hat like 5 minutes ago.
Is the Titanic one of them?
No.
Okay. Hang on.
Not in my top 3. These were the 3 that they named. These are the top 3 significant world disasters. Like the Titanic is just a disaster for rich people and on a small boat.
I honestly don't know. What is this?
On a cruise ship. That's not very big on a big scale. Okay, the number 1 was the 1989 Exxon oil spill.
Oh, the Valdez. That's right, in Alaska.
That was a big one in 1989.
Oh, that's right. He fell asleep at the wheel. Yep. Okay.
The next one was the Challenger space shuttle disaster.
Why
was
is that?
Caused by sleep deprivation. And I remember watching a recent documentary on that. They were pushing them too hard, and I'm pretty sure they were.
I actually heard it was a faulty washer that they could have bought at a Home Depot.
Well, this was listed on. It was related to.
Wow.
Probably because they're so driven, there's a lot of work that has to happen in that industry. So we've learned a lot from that.
Okay, what else?
But at least this source credited to that. So I don't know. And the third one that this source credited was Chernobyl nuclear meltdown.
Have you seen that show?
No.
It's on HBO. It is amazing. I recommend Chernobyl. It's on HBO.
That is some scary stuff, everybody. Everybody needs to go to sleep.
Please go to sleep before handling nuclear radiation, nuclear weapons, an oil tanker.
Okay, folks, let's just think about that. If maybe the entirety wasn't sleep deprivedness, but if it played a key factor in it, I mean, sleep is really important. So contact us and we can help you find better sleep. That's just wow.
We do handle mattresses that fit in semis, so if you're a truck driver, right here, we got you covered.
That's awesome. I've met some great truck drivers recently.
Yeah, we've had some great truck drivers in here.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for question number 3 from our customer questions.
I have another question. I only asked.
Oh wait,
2.
I only asked one question.
Yeah, you're trying to get out of your own game.
Yeah. What's the ideal sleep temperature?
65 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah.
As if it wasn't obvious that she read my notes.
No, I'm just a biologist. I'm just that good. I mean, maybe you should ask
Your
questions
next question.
that don't have to
Your
do
next
with
question,
temperature
please. Your next
or
question.
like biological processes.
Anybody who believes this, please. Anybody who believes her, give this video a thumbs down. Anybody that believes me that she cheated and read off my monitor,
is that
give it a thumbs up.
Every superhero hides behind a facade. I just happen to hide behind a facade of a unicorn that's goofy with a big snake wrapped around it. Usually superheroes are the complete opposite of what their facade is.
Your third question.
I pretend not to know what's going on. Okay, name one body function that is impossible to do in your sleep.
Poop.
No, that happens sometimes. That's unfortunate.
People poop in their sleep?
Yeah, that's especially when you get older.
Really?
That's gonna happen to you sooner than later. Sorry to break that to you. That's why you should purchase a mattress protector.
Ooh, I like the way you worked that in. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah.
Advertising.
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, what is one body function that is impossible to do while I'm sleeping?
Sneeze. It's impossible to sneeze when you're asleep. So if somebody sneezes in their sleep, you know they were faking.
Ah, okay. I like that.
So I stumped you on all 3 of those, you know?
How many hours do
Are
dogs
you ready for
sleep?
next week?
How many hours do
19.
dogs sleep? No, 12 to 14 hours.
Unless it's a greyhound. And ferrets. Ferrets have
An adult dog, on average, sleeps 12 to 14 hours. Boom.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure if you Googled sighthound or greyhound, they sleep, but they're not really a normal dog.
Anyways, all right, on to question number 3 of our customer questions, which they matter more than her fake questions.
That yerba mate made me feel weird.
I bet it did.
Don't drink that stuff.
It couldn't have anything to do with the snake around her. Ooh, this is cute. This one's a cute one, and I remember when Francis got this one. Is your boutique something you keep going year-round, or is it just a summer thing?
Oh, it's a year-round experience of fun-filled adventure.
Mm-hmm. Did I tell you we had a new Air Force wife came in here, and she was shopping because her husband hadn't gotten here yet.
Yeah.
But she was shopping for a mattress. But when she walked past the boutique, like all the questions on, hey, what kind of mattress are you looking for, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, there was this like star in her eyes, and I just let her shop the boutique for like 15 minutes, and then she says, I'm sorry, where were we? That really happened.
Actually, that happened to me twice today. People came for mattresses, and they got trapped at the boutique. They were just like, I'm here to buy a mattress, but I got to check this out first. And I was like, that's great. So, yeah, I've had that same experience this week. What's also great is if you are coming with somebody to shop with you, and, because mattress shopping can kind of be a boring experience if you're the one not buying the mattress. Not when I'm guiding
you.
Some people
when
are
I'm fitting you for your mattress,
you
I
go.
promise you it'll be the greatest experience.
But we've also we used it as a way, because when it gets busy here, we have to sanitize in between customers.
Right.
So we like to keep the pillows and beds clean. So it gives us a chance to make sure everything's put back together before you have your turn. And then it gives you an opportunity to kind of check the gift boutique out. It's really, really cool.
Do you know the mail lady was laughing at Dustin for vacuuming the mattress last week? She walked in the front door and she sees Dustin vacuuming a mattress, and she's all, shouldn't that be on the floor? Yes.
We actually do vacuum the mattresses from time to time. That does happen.
It is funny to watch.
That is one of those things that you're like, what's happening there? It's kind of out of context, like if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Dustin's not really tall, so for him, he's using the brush thing on the vacuum, and he's just like doing this number on it, and she's like, why is he vacuuming the mattress? Yeah, she thought it was a hoot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so yes,
I think the mail people think this is the weirdest place on their delivery, because they never know what they're going to walk into. Like, sometimes I'm dressed like a banana. Sometimes I'm dressed like this. Sometimes, I'm starting to feel more like my normal self.
The UPS man, his thing is he comes to the door.
Me.
Yeah, he comes to the
Me in
door.
a while. I was like, dude, I almost died. He's like, where have you been? I thought you quit. I was like, no, man, I almost died. I got bit by a snake. It was crazy.
Yeah. So anyways, the boutique is a year-round thing. We do change it up seasonally. Right now we have our fall stuff out. We have a lot of cute stuff in. We have a lot of cute stuff coming in.
Bottom line is it's full of surprises
Our
here.
winter pajamas were ordered today.
Lazy ones. We have a big order of lazy ones coming in for winter time.
Yep.
We also unpacked what we had upstairs.
Yep.
We've been saving some really nice stock. Super warm.
Yep.
These are great season. We got warm socks.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys are wanting to see what the new stuff's like, come on down.
Yes.
All right. So it's time for question number 3. No, we already did that, right? Oh, it's time for what we learned. What did you learn this week?
I'm kind of off on my weeks because we went a couple of weeks without having a show. So I've been kind of saving this one because I really feel like maybe the last time I talked about what I learned, I kind of skipped over it because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to convey in it. And it was about grounding. So I put together this really awesome video that you can find on our channel that kind of more like outlines of...
The link to it will be, I believe, right here.
You never put it right there. It's actually going to start playing right now. I think you should just start playing it, like, right.
I like the link.
We can
Fine.
link it.
Here's
and
the
put
video
it-
now.
Okay, so I put together this short video. For me, it was just natural to walk around barefoot. I've always done that since I was a kid. Like, I've always felt more comfortable, happier, and just more at ease when I walk around the house or outside barefoot. Now, in New Mexico, you got to be careful because there are snakes out there. This is my snake. There are snakes out there. There are these things called goat heads. I do not think the desert is really, it's not made for grounding. I wouldn't, you see in all these movies and stuff that are coming out and all these videos and all this trendy stuff about walking barefoot and grounding. Yeah, you can't do that in the desert. That doesn't happen because that's dangerous, and there's these things called goat heads in New Mexico. Don't do that.
There's these things called Lego blocks too.
But there is some real science behind putting your bare feet against the surface of the earth, and this incredible stuff that happens naturally between the sun and the surface of the earth and electrons. And those electrons that are floating around at the surface, right, we can measure those with actual little readers. And those are the most abundant free radicals, antioxidants. They are the most abundant antioxidants available. We talk about drinking all these different juices in our diet for antioxidants, but there is a plethora of antioxidants at the surface of the earth, and those are free and they're available. You can spend as little as 15 or 20 minutes a day. That's like getting up, having your coffee, and just putting your feet on the ground outside while you're sitting on the chair while you have your coffee. That is you putting your feet, you're taking your shoes off during a soccer game and putting your feet on the bare grass. That is
So do bare feet.
easy to work into your day. You don't have to walk across the earth to do it. You don't even have to, be able to walk. If you're in a wheelchair, they've been doing a lot of therapies with people that are in wheelchairs with this, and they have special pads and stuff to do this. But you literally just need to put your body in contact with the earth for 15 or 20 minutes. It's great for chronic inflammation.
And there's an article that we can link to, right?
We'll link to the article.
Okay.
Yep. And there's a great movie on Netflix right now about it and the research behind it. It is just absolutely wonderful. And the reason why I've been stressing it so much recently is not only is it great for inflammation and chronic pain and stuff like that, and stress relieving, because we are living in stressful times. We've really disconnected ourselves because we wear shoes constantly. We wake up, we put shoes on, we wear shoes all day long, and we sit off the ground. But if you really think about it, we used to be always touching the earth, right? When we're our ancestral way back then.
Anyways, okay, so watch the video.
The reason we're talking about it, and he's rushing me through it because he always does that, but the reason we talk about it here and why it's important is because it's directly linked to sleep. Mr. I'm going to speed stuff up over here was just talking about why older people do not sleep as much. But he hasn't watched the movie and he hasn't read the articles as much as I have. And what I'm trying to convey is that you can increase your melatonin through grounding. Okay, it increases melatonin production.
Or watching the sunset.
And it decreases cortisol. And there's
as you can tell, we don't see eye to eye on this
If you
one.
have too much cortisol in your body, you wake up. Okay, at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. The reason you wake up in the morning and you don't stay asleep is you have a spike in cortisol levels. Okay, grounding levels that cortisol out, and you actually sleep deeper. It's very, very important. So it's directly linked to sleep, and it's very, very important. And I know my stuff, and I know this is fact. So check it out. Check out our video. And we are going to start looking. I have this whole plan to start looking into stuff that you can buy to help improve your sleep. We've got. I'm so excited. I'm working on something big.
Yeah.
Big for sleep.
We don't always see eye to eye on
for
our
our
research.
sleep sanctuary, because I have this whole sleep sanctuary idea that I'm going to put into effect here in the store, and that we're looking into some of those items.
Yeah, we don't always see eye to eye, as you can't tell.
Especially when he's trying to rush me through the show.
All right, so what I learned this week was
Yeah, what did you learn this week?
How to increase my lung capacity through breathing.
What does that have to do with sleep?
It doesn't, but it's what I learned this week. It's what I worked on. It's with my running. So because
That's cool. Can
because
you do it? Can you display it right here?
I can actually hold my breath for 2 minutes now.
Do it. Right now.
I can't do it right now
Go.
because then it would be like a dead 2 minutes. So no. And then you start talking about grounding again, and yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
yeah. No. So there's breathing exercise like where you breathe through your stomach, or where you breathe strictly through your nose, which I always have a clogged nose, so that one's a toughie for me. Or when you do rhythmic breathing, like yeah. So anyways. Yes, I've learned how to increase my lung capacity to the point where I can hold my breath for 2 minutes and 10 seconds max. I'm going for 4 minutes.
That's a long time, actually. 2 minutes? You can hold your breath for 2 minutes?
Yeah. I've been exercising this for a while. So
can you do that underwater?
I don't know.
Does
I
that
haven't
change
tried it
underwater? I wonder if it would change it underwater if there's...
I would assume so because there's pressure.
What is the most somebody can hold their breath underwater for? What's the longest recorded time? What's the world record?
We need
on
to
that?
research that. I bet you the answer is going to be right there.
Bing!
All right.
Yeah,
With that, we're
that's
going to
a
close
long
the
time.
show.
That's a really long
And
time.
before she starts talking about grounding again, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in.